Yes, Kent has shown up. Don't you worry. We have your man ready to go. Where is my chat? Guys, I've lost everything. I don't know how to use my computer anymore. Hi, Lady Cap. How are you? There we go. Okay. And I even remembered to hit the record button, which I was supposed to do and never did for all these other times that I've been doing this. Oh no, Lady Cap, I'm so sorry that you're sick. My Aura ring, I forget if you have one of those. My Aura ring told me that I have minor signs of a cold today. My body temperature's elevated. I'm skeptical. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be sick. Hang on, the music's loud. Let's see. Is that better? Tell me if that's better for you, Yazzie. Okay. Tell me if it gets too loud. If it is too loud still, tell me, because it's pretty easy for me to just toggle that around. My ring told me I slept through a 101.3 fever. That's like pretty significant, babe. I'm like so glad that you're able to sleep, but like that's a lot. I'm like worried about you. I know your husband does a good job taking care of you though. Tear, Diva, have a great stream. I'm literally about to go inside Aritzia. Oh, have the best time in Aritzia. Truly, that's like, that's more fun. Sammy, hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Well, Tare, report back on what you end up getting. That's what I will really want to know. No, I'm at the right desk. What desk would I be at? That's the little work one. You haven't been over here. I did flip the camera. The camera's flipped so that now things can actually be like read correctly. Because it was backwards before. So now you can actually read the words that I have on things. I'm just standing here. I can't be doing that. I have chores. We love the literacy. Yes. Don't eat that. What are you guys doing tonight? Are you going out for Diva Meryl's birthday? Debating my locking myself in the office and farming alongside you. I've been in bed for 2 days straight. You may want to just stay in bed. We don't want you to further your sickness, but I do understand that sometimes it's like, Orca, thank you for liking the live. Sometimes it is like really obnoxious to just feel like you're stuck in bed, so I do get that too. What do you guys want? You want a geode? Do I have one? No. Perfect. Orca, it is so up above you. That is one of my good friends. And it is her boyfriend's birthday this week. Okay, I think I'm happy with having this here. I feel like my body is aching. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes you do really just want to like get up. Oh, I can feel the money itching through my pockets with this. Orca, my farm is painfully organized. I will agree with you on that front. I'm going to leave this one and I'm going to chop these. And we're going to have to plant more of these, I think. Noodle's the no. I bet Noodle is actually kind of like thrilled that you're sick, because then Noodle gets all the attention. What Georgia Peach you sent me earlier? Do you see why that man has been so difficult to quit? What is this the animal's doing here? Yes, absolutely. Posture check, thank you. Backing up. These melons have 10 days. Ooh, starfruit. Okay. Okay, we've got a lot to do. I need 200 of them, so let's hope that I actually planted 250. I made Mr. Cap come in because Noodle brought me a toy earlier and just stared at me. Hi Haven, how's it going? Kristen, this is the Capitalist Dream Farm by Daisy Nico. Oh no, I'm sorry that you're so. I'm doing all right. I think I might be coming down with a cold, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I am not. Oh, he just wanted to play. Hi, Sierra. How are you, babe? Ooh, we've got a lot of stuff today. Not in the chicken coops. Okay, let's toss these in. No, don't. Orca, I have an Relo piece. Thank you so much for all those likes. I am drinking a cherry San Pellegrino. My current hyperfixation drink. Sierra, I have seen Heated Rivalries. Yes. It is quite the show. Quite the show. I will say I think that I enjoyed the plot a decent amount, but I have to say that I feel like the bulk of it is just because it's hot. Like, it's a good romance, but there wasn't like too much else going on for me. So I wouldn't say that I'm like obsessed with the show the way that I think that most people are right now. But I did really enjoy it. I just don't think that I'm like the level where I'm going to like rewatch it type of obsessed, you know? Came from my Outer Wilds playthrough. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you for swinging by. The Outer Wilds is like so far outside of my normal like realm of gaming, obviously. Like I'm more of like a Zelda, maybe some Baldur's Gate 3, some Stardew Valley. But a coworker of mine loves Outer Wilds and was like, please try this game. So I'm like, okay, I'll try. And he loves when people do blind playthroughs because he says there's some twist to the ending, and don't give me any spoilers, but he said there is some twist to the ending that, or like something that you find out in the whole thing that you can never play the game the same again once you have figured this out. So I am pretty deep into, I don't know if I'm obsessed with the game yet, but I am liking it enough where I want to keep playing to see if I can figure out what this big mystery is that we're supposed to solve. It is a mod. Yes, I am playing with mods on Diva. All right, let's sell a bunch of this stuff. I need to put some things away. Have I sold a starfruit? Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Hi, 13. How are you? Okay, sell this. I don't think I need any more summer squash. I can definitely sell these. Let me just double check. No, I'm good there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go turn these in. How's everybody's weekend, by the way? I feel like mine has been rather quiet because I was traveling on Friday. I got home like late afternoon Friday and then just was so tired. I just absolutely marinated. Real Old Aesthetic, thank you so much for the 2,000 likes over on TikTok. I really appreciate you. Now maybe I find a wife. Yes, Raccoon. What do you need? I don't think you need anything yet. Have you tried Graveyard Keeper? Yes, I actually have tried Graveyard Keeper. I didn't get super far in it. It was like I was playing it on my Steam Deck and I found it like a tad confusing from a controls perspective on Steam Deck, but I think on PC it would be a lot easier for me to pick up. And I loved it when I was playing it in like the fall. It felt like very like cozy, like Halloween-y vibes. Witchy Spouse, thank you so much for following over on Twitch. I really appreciate you. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great Saturday evening, if it's evening where you are, or Saturday morning, or Sunday, or whatever it is. Okay, we gotta go give 250 of these babies. Okay, done. Hi, Mel. All right, I need to start upgrading coops and barns and everything. But I should actually go purchase a bunch more seeds, but Pierce is closed now, so I snoozed and I loosed. Hey, kid. Mel, I still don't have that, like, edition. Or, like, I don't know what it is. Is it like a plug-in or something? I still don't have it. I'm terrible at streaming. You know this. You know I'm not a real streamer. I like literally don't even think that I know what I need to install to figure that out. Do I have crops? Seeds. I could just toss down a ton of mixed seeds, but I just don't think I'm going to make enough money if I do that. So I think I'm going to chill and I'll go for tomorrow. Okay, go in here. These take forever. It's fine, I'll go toss these in the trash. I'm like concerned that I'm not going to have as much money as I thought that I was going to have. Which is like fairly disappointing. 20 minutes. We'll just stand here and we'll toss these in. It's a little depressing. Hi, Whimsy. How are you, babe? Don't eat it. Okay, let's see if I have any cutscenes that I can get right now. Pierre's 8 to 10 p.m. Let's see if Abigail's in there and if I can get this cutscene. Even though she's like rather annoying, I still need to do this. Tired, barely slept last night. Okay, Whimsy, I've had a lot of friends recently telling me that they've been having a ton of trouble with sleeping. I think that like the general sense of, oh, it's like 8 p.m. now. Is Abigail not home? Fine. Do you know what's keeping you up, or is it just like in general rough sleep, basically? Harvey's Clinic, Pelican Beach. Marnie's. All these cutscenes are in the morning. I guess we could go fishing for a minute. Actually, what was that quest I just got? Gold ore. Let's go get some gold ore. Brought soup so I can play Stardew in bed. Perfect. Honestly, that sounds a bit better. Like, I know you're probably sore and tired, but at the end of the day, you just kind of want to, like, be absolutely horizontal. No hard working when you're sick. I think there's a lot on my mind. I restarted college and took out loans, and then the world. Don't even, yeah, I literally can't imagine dealing with like just the world in general at this point in time is a lot. So having like anything else going on top of that is extremely stressful. Completely understand. It is a scary time right now. I also have like a newfound desire to spend a lot of time like reading old classic books, like things like 1984 and stuff. Does anyone else agree? Pretzel, I don't think that, did you send a different message? It might have gotten filtered out if you sent something, because that's the first message I see from you. I just feel like the world is very heavy right now. Oh, that's very sweet of you to say. Although, I know that I feel like this camera, I think, makes my lips look bigger than they actually are. Maybe I have lip filler blindness. I probably do, but I don't think that they're as big. Hopefully they look proportional. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Okay, we got all of our gold for what's his face. Oh, oh my god, our batteries. This is so exciting. I need to go put 20 batteries in. Okay, now we have to go put these in. Was it 20 or was it 25? I hope that it was 20. I really hope it's 20. If it's 25, I'm going to scream. I do have lip filler. You can also get this thing called like a lip flip, and I don't have that. A lip flip, you get Botox injected like above your lips, and that is supposed to kind of curve it a little bit more like this, but then you kind of like lose the ability to drink, I think. Like you can have kind of like a funky drinking mechanism when you do that. Autumn, thank you for that follow. Oh my god, it was 20. Thank God. So I just do filler. I haven't done it in a couple of years. My filler in my mouth tends to stay for a really long time. And so I don't really need to update it very often, which is nice because that does save a lot of money because filler is not cheap. Sammy, how are you? How was it the other day, Sammy, when you had no school? You must have been so excited. Just like absolutely chilling. $158,000. That was a decent haul. Not as good as I wanted though. I was really hoping for a bit more, considering we just had like jeez, not as much as I was hoping for. Okay. Hi, Kate. Wait, why do you have no school all next week, Sammy? Oh, thank you, Shane. I appreciate the sentiments. Kate, the work trip was good. I did end up sticking to dry January. And so, happy hour was a bit daunting to go to, but my two closest friends at the company, they were not there, which sounds sad. Like, I miss them, of course, but they're the ones that would really be the peer pressurers for me to cocktail. And since they weren't there, it ended up being a bit easier for me to avoid. Alden, thank you so much for that follow over on TikTok. It ended up being a bit easier for me to avoid drinking since they weren't there. So that was kind of helpful, I think. What else? And also for the happy hour, we went to like a total dive bar. And like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love a dive bar, but I'm not breaking dry January for a Miller Lite. Do you know what I mean? Like, this bar is such a dive bar that you can DoorDash to it. And so I like DoorDashed us all cheeseburgers. And so we all just like hung around eating cheeseburgers. And I had this thing that was called hoppy water. I don't know. It was like a hop flavored water. So at least I felt like I had something. It was like a can. But what was so interesting was that I did this partially to myself. So I changed my flight. I had a flight that was going to leave at 10 a.m., but that flight got delayed until 1:11 p.m. So I wasn't going to get home until like 7 o'clock. It's my Friday. I don't want that. So I changed my flight to the 8 a.m. It was rough, but I got upgraded automatically. And so the moment I switched my flight, they upgraded me to first. Amazing. That was absolutely thrilling to me. So when I got upgraded, although I had to wake up at 3:45, Kent wants a star fruit. Okay. So that was nice because then I got to have some breakfast, and I got the oatmeal. Like they did like a chia oatmeal, and it was actually delicious. So Alden, I am using a bunch of mods on this, and so the mods I'm using, I do have on a PDF like that links out to all of them, but the ones that you're probably seeing the most of Daisy Nico's Earthy Recolor. That one is the one that kind of like changes all of the colors of the game. And then I also use a mod for grass. Hi, Big Nye. I use a mod for grass. And then I use a mod called Alternative Textures. And Alternative Textures lets me put different skins on top of things. Like you'll notice that like this path right here is not in the vanilla game. And that's actually just a wooden path with a skin over it. Does that make sense? With the non-alcoholic beers count, they're super good when I don't want to drink, but I don't want people to ask why I'm not. I feel like no, because the point is like no alcohol, not like no beer. You know what I mean? Like when I was drinking my thing, it was like just a flavored water. Angel, thank you for that follow, Diva. But I, like, if I had wanted, like, a non-alcoholic Guinness, like, the point is not to drink alcohol. If I had wanted, like, a non-alcoholic Guinness, I definitely would have gotten that. Oh, Sophie, I hope you're having a fabulous day, too. Yes, okay, so, Klebik, what you have to do is you have to plant all the same crops. So say, and only one crop each season will do this. So the pumpkin, the melon, the cauliflower, and the powder melon for winter. You have to plant them all, and you need to leave them there. And I think it has to be a minimum 4x4 square, but it may actually be larger than that. Let me look it up. Giant crop, Stardew. Okay, so they don't die at the change of the season, blah, 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 blah. Giant crops. Cauliflower, melon, pumpkins, powder melons, and the kiwi fruit. And then it says that you can plant in a 3x3 pattern, randomly combined into a giant crop. Giant crops drop 15 to 21 normal quality items when harvested with any axe. Takes 3 hits. At the start of each day, it's possible that that 3x3 grid will have a 1% chance to turn into giant crops. So that's what you have to do. You just have to plant 3x3. And so the bigger the field that you plant it in, the more likely you will have to get that chance, which is why for this whole field here, I was planting all of the same things. So like this whole thing was all pumpkin, the whole thing. So like now I'm going to get rid of these because what I want is this like row here basically. So now I'll just plant whatever I want here because I've gotten these out of it. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Look at all the stuff we have here. Snacks. I don't like that, like, my recurring fruits in here are, like, monster fruits. So useless. Hi, Kayla. How are you? See if we have anything in here. A couple things. What am I doing? Just, like, not checking in this room? Just leaving this cave all alone? Is anybody doing anything fun for the weekend? I'm basically gonna just chill. I made tacos tonight. Oh, child, thank you. This is like literally one of, I think, my favorite farm maps that I've ever used because I love that like grid style farm where it feels like everything is just like very organized. So I have been really, really happy with this map. Let's go pick these up. Welcome, thanks. Okay, melon. Oh wait, I think I can sell. think I'm gonna keep the ancient fruit. Okay. Melon needs 12 days, so that would be the 17th that they would grow, which is enough. I don't recall how many I had, but I'm just gonna buy 250 and we're gonna hope for the best. Let's see. And also we do need to double check on in here. Because I don't know if she fixed it up yet or not. Let's see. Oh, I think maybe she said she needs a couple days. Oh, Angel, thank you for the heart, me. And also, we gotta get rid of some of these things in here. Oh, I need these for quest items. I need... How many of those do I need? 10. Damn it. Okay. Not good enough yet. All right, let's do this. Oh, Real, thank you so much again. You're so kind. I hope your thumb is not killing you because I'm feeling a lot of guilt that you're doing this much liking. Mara, thank you for liking the live too. I should be just going up and down at this point. I don't know why I'm not. Okay, maybe I had more than... I had more than that. Do I have any more melon seeds? No. Now, the question is, do I go back and buy more? I think so. We gotta make it work. If I can get back in enough time. Hi, Che. How are you, babe? Let's try, I guess, maybe like 100 more. I may not need that many, but I'm paranoid about not having enough. Okay, so Che, I watched the Avatar movies, but I have not seen the one that's out in theaters right now. Like the one that's like the newest one, I have not seen. I have heard mixed reviews, but the friend that gave me the mixed review, I don't know if I think he's a little too difficult. Flo, I'm using the mod, it's called Alternative Textures, and then I'm using the building pack called Hudson Valley Buildings. Okay, we have 38 left. Do I have any space to put these anywhere? Yes, of course. There's a game called Avatars, Frontiers, and Pandora's. Ooh, what is it on? I don't think I knew that there was an Avatar game. Kate, 5-stream streak. We love to see that. Thank you. You're the kindest for being here. Okay. I'm gonna put all of these on the fertilizer. Real Empathetic, thank you again for the 4,000 likes. You're absolutely demolishing the likes right now. You're an avatar. That actually sounds so fun. I remember the first time I saw that movie, my mind was just like absolutely blown with how cool it was. Like visually, it's just so stunning. What kind of console is that on, Che? $30 hours on it, just a week it's bad. No, that means you're enjoying it. That's perfect. That's what you want out of a game, right? Zosia, thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate you being here. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Diving into Coral Island. Oh my god, that's so fun. Bray, thank you so much for the follow over on TikTok. How was your stream? How far are you? Is it a new game for you, or are you like deep into the lore? Flo, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. I really appreciate that. Kayla, thank you for the 1,000 likes. Been playing about 5 days now and you're so into it. Okay, there was one day, Diva, when I started playing that game, like when it was in, it wasn't beta, but it was like, you know, the pre-release, like alpha, I don't know, something like that. And all I could do, I literally was so obsessed with cleaning the ocean that I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I would sit there for hours. And all I would do would be just clean out the ocean. It was like it was such a hyper fixation. It was like honestly somewhat alarming how like I would sit there by myself for 2 to 3 hours for like a solid week just cleaning. Unbelievable. Chummy, thank you for the roses. It was so bad. But it was like, honestly, I had so much fun doing it that like I kind of didn't care that I was literally like wasting my whole morning. I would get a coffee and I would just sit there and I would just absolutely just like obliterate. But I got through it all. I actually got through all of the ocean. And so I felt like, you know, I made a lot of progress. Made a lot of progress, even though it probably was not like the best usage of time. Like there are many things I could have been doing. But you know what? I had a blast doing it. So I misstarted. I need to wean off my addiction. Oh. It is tough. It is tough. We all have these. We all love these. All right. Well, this is pretty full. I did not do anything I needed to do today in my sheds. That was a mistake. We need to go there. Real Opathetic, thank you so much. I don't know how you are still going. Honestly, iconic. Because once I get into a game, it's bad. I get so hyperfixated. I understand. I'm the same way. The hyperfixation is so real when I play a video game. It, like, truly is, like, can be very problematic for me. I want to sell those. Why are all these in here? Remind me, I do play BG3. Yes, I have played BG3. I have not played it super recently on stream, but what I'm actually thinking about doing, because I have started posting more on YouTube, my issue with playing BG3 on stream is that I find it really difficult to pay attention to the game because I'm like chatting with people on here. And so it's really hard to chat with people, but then also like lock into the dialogue. And the dialogue to me is the most fun part about Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I love the storyline. And so I have been starting to do playthroughs on YouTube. And by doing those YouTube playthroughs, I can just record myself playing and not have any chat. Like, I'm just recording and then uploading them. And I know it's not as interactive, but that way, at least, like, if I'm not online or, like, not playing or something, it at least gives something, like, if people need entertainment, they can at least, like, pull it up and watch if they choose to. But, so I think that might be a solution for me with playthroughs that I like, that have a lot of dialogue that I don't really want to, play on stream because I'm worried that I, like, won't be able to actually pay too much attention, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Hi, Lex. But, Kayla, the most recent playthrough that I've been doing for BG3 is an evil playthrough. Oh my god, I have 12 of these. Whoops. And by evil, I still am, like, not doing a great job of being evil, which is kind of disappointing. Like, I find it really difficult to be, like, evil. So I'm, like, kind of fake evil, which is a little sad, but what are you gonna do? I'm, like, evil when I can be. Me too, Lex. And it's so illogical. Like, I don't know why I feel guilty in games when, like, truly it's not like these, like, pixels have feelings. But it still bothers me so much. I feel terrible when I do it. $15, an hour and a half. Okay, so I can't, the butter I think I might be able to get. Like, there's a choice, Lex, that you can make in Baldur's Gate 3 where in order to be, like, truly evil, you need to attack this, like, particular, I don't want to spoil it just in case you're, like, ever going to play it or whatever. But there's, like, you have to attack a certain part of, you know, the game, like a certain group of people in this game. And that's like the true evil choice. Like that would be the thing that you would do if you were really having an evil playthrough. But you lose the ability to get a character. So I convinced myself, because I like romancing the particular character you get if you do not attack this race. And so I tell myself that I didn't attack them because I wanted to make sure that I got that character out of it so that I could romance him. I'm like, I know I'm lying to myself because I've already romanced him. I know all the scenes. Kayla, so I was bad. I do dual Astarion and Halsin. And you know I took them both to the Drow twins. And that scene with Raphael when you can hook up with the devil. Hear me out. Hear me out. That may have been my favorite scene. Unbelievable. I don't know if this is real life, but should I play Hogwarts Legacy and then watch my husband play it? When you have the opportunity to either free the house elf or have them work for you, he made the house elf work for him, and I made him reload his save and free her. Okay, but like, I get that. Come on. Kenny, the wool-producing animals are really boring. I'm only doing it because the cloth tends to make you like a good bit of money. But truly, it's not fun. They're not fun. You can get Minthara with non-lethal save. Okay, so Kayla, I have to do that this time. So I have to basically, I remember reading, like I Googled it because I really want to get her as like a true evil playthrough without going after the Grove. But I don't remember. I feel like I had to like shut the door or something. Is there a way to get hay out of the silo with fully upgraded barns and coops? Yes, all you have to do is walk over to the barn or the coop. I'll do it. Give me 1 second. When you walk in here, if you walk up to this thing, you usually can grab it. It's not letting me because it's all full. Oh, I guess you're right because those are automatically filled. I don't know. There might not be, to be honest with you. You have to keep the cruddy coop. You gotta hide that thing somewhere. Lalo, thank you for that follow. You gotta like hide that little coop somewhere in the distance. I guess I never thought about that. What do you need to get the hay for? No, Taylor, I did not do the Jojo Mart way on this save file. I will argue that on Stardew Expanded, Jojo Mart may actually be the better path. We can duke it out on that if you want to. On vanilla, I would never say that. But on Stardew Expanded, there is some pretty decent rationale for going the Jojo route. I am in enemy territory. No, you're not. You're not, you're not, you're not, you're not. But that's actually really funny. Gotta lock in and remember this started. Oh my god, no, Kayla. We can, like, it is so difficult to keep me on topic. Wait, Taylor, why did you think that I was Joja? Do I give Joja vibes? Summer, thank you so much for the follow. Am I giving Joja vibes? The only Joja run that I can possibly do is with Stardew Expanded and like a raw save, like a brand new one. This one is not it for me. She stays on and works for you anyways. So cute. Oh my god, no, Taylor. I promise no. I am not a Jojo Mart girly. I will admit to you that I do own a Jojo Mart sweatshirt, like a real life one. But I also own a lot of Stardew sweatshirts, and I just look nice in the color blue, so. It's much less about actual Jojo Mart. Okay, we have 3 days left on here for another one of those to hatch. Oh no, Whimsy, what did I say? I really hope that Witchbook does release too. I mean, they have a set date yet? Or are they still kind of like waffling on the date? I know that they had said, I don't know, it was going to end up being like, it was supposed to be a little while ago. Now it's not. Blah, 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 blah. Bring Kent a starfruit. Where is my girl Yazzie? Summer. So I am actually using a mod. That mod is called the CJB Cheats menu. And I can turn on auto water crops. And so I just don't love the aesthetics of the sprinklers. And so I opt for auto watering crops. Angel, thank you for the heart puffs. All right, let's try to get down to the beach because we have so many cutscenes down there. Prime produce, 35 gold star vegetables. I don't think that I have that, but I will try it anyways. Haunted Chocolatier trailer. Oh, could you imagine how happy the entire Stardew Valley community would be if we got a Haunted Chocolatier release this year? Hello there. I hope this lovely summer morning is treating you well. I had dinner with my grandma and we got 7 brew after, and I got an iced cookie butter brevet. Oh my god, that sounds so good. I'm doing great today. How about yourself? That's marvelous. You guys would have been proud of me. Today I was playing Zelda, and I forced myself to put my video game down for a full hour and read a book. Every time I think I've made progress on Zelda and then I'm about to like absolutely crush the Korok seeds, I realize I've done like 200. It's really, 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 really sad. Lex, do you have any books that you want to read? Like, is there anything that'll get you out of your reading slump? Thanks, Elliot. I think there's another cutscene. Yes. I love a Willy cutscene. Ahoy! I just landed a real whopper. Fave romance. Well, okay, so I technically play with Stardew Expanded. So my favorite romance option is Lance from Stardew Expanded. I am like deeply obsessed with him, to like a level that maybe like borders on insane. But if in my vanilla save file on my Switch, I romanced Harvey. My favorite from an attraction standpoint, like I think Alex is the hottest, but he's stupid. And so I have trouble with that. I also, since I'm like an old lady, I have issues with like, I can't go after Sam because he's too young for me. Sebastian would be the other one. On my co-op farm with my girlfriends, I am dating Sebastian. Big night. Alex is just like, he's hot, man. I don't know what to say. He's like, Kayla, that's so nice of you, but I promise she's the old lady. Yes, Bryn, absolutely fried. After I read ACOTAR, I felt like there was a hole in my heart, which happens. Okay, wait. Lex, remind me, did you read Throne of Glass as well? Okay. I know you've been here long enough to know my opinions on Throne of Glass, that it's the best series of all time. I will tell you that ACOTAR walks so that Throne of Glass can run. Oh, Kayla, this tattoo here is a quote from Throne of Glass. I love Throne of Glass. Like, I don't think that I have any deeper passion than Throne of Glass. From, like, a novel standpoint, at least. Oh, boy. Kayla, the books are just so good. And I end up doing a reread every single year, and it's 4,700 pages or something around there. Yes, Lex, take it to work, read it for lunch breaks. So the first book, I will warn you, there's not as much romance because this was her first series, and there's just not as much romance as ACOTAR. So keep that in mind. But the female character development and the female friendships, they're so overwhelmingly beautiful. It is truly a 10 out of 10. Yes, Allie, we are talking about Throne of Glass. It is just the most, like, stunning depiction of, like, women supporting women and how that friendship grows and the character development, and God, it's just perfect. It's, like, truly perfect. And I just think that the characters, the women are not, like, helpless little things. That was one thing that I always had difficulty with Throne of Glass. I mean, with ACOTAR, was that I felt like a lot of the women in there were, like, a bit more, like, helpless in nature. Hi, Rennie. But not in Throne of Glass. In Throne of Glass, the women are the most badass out of all of them, and I love that. Oh my God, Allie, you are in for the best read of your entire life. Mara, thank you for the follow. Rennie, how are you, babe? Okay, so Kayla, I actually read it last. The reason for that was actually just purely accidental. I ended up buying the Kindle, like, it was like buy one thing and all of the books were in there, and it was put last. I will say I did not mind it being last simply because I felt like it helps me with the hangover of finishing the book. When I finished the series, I was so beyond devastated, and so to have those small short stories made me kind of like wind down a bit and like have that additional context so that I was like, oh my God, that means more to me now, or oh, that's so sweet. I don't think that I would recommend reading it first because I loved the surprise of some of those things. Allie, I personally read it last. Oh, Luca, thank you. And I still stand by that that's what I would do if I was doing my first read through. But the one thing that I will fight to the death is that you have to do the tandem read. And that's like a chat, like it is difficult. I'm not gonna lie to anybody, doing the tandem is very annoying. Mara, how did you like it when you did it third, when you read it third? Luca, I do have a mod list, so if you go, there's a link in my bio. You can either click on the Discord server or the coffee page. Both of those will give you a free PDF. Like if you want to add any mods to the game, I do have like a list of all the mods that I use. Oh, Luca, thank you for the follow. And you just finished the reread. Oh, Fairness journey to becoming a strong woman who can hold her own. Same with Nesta. Yes. And so I think that if you really like that journey, La Cherie, thank you so much for the follow. If you like that journey of like a strong female character, you're going to have the best time with Throne of Glass. But please, for the love of God, do the tandem read. Otherwise, what happens is you read one book and then you go back in time and follow a different group of people, and it is beyond frustrating. Luca, Luca, there are some really good medieval mods. There's like literally like a town, like you can download for all of the buildings to make them medieval. I feel like reading Assassin's Blade 3 will make me like annoyed about pausing the story and going back. Allie, try reading it last. I mean, I read it last and truly it was like a very, it helped me with my hangover. Yeah, way back Pelican Town. Okay, so for the tandem read, and I can literally send, there's a guide for the tandem read for which chapters you do Empire of Storms, which is book 5, and Tower of Dawn, which is book 6, and you read the two of those at the same time. And there is I'm going to send a link to this in the Discord server when I can actually like pull up the Discord server, because I'm scared of my computer and stressing her out. But it tells you exactly what, hi Jess, how are you? Oh, miss you too. Let's get together soon because we have to go to that cute little bar that I sent you. That little, like, I think it's called My Girl. We got to go there. And so you have to read. I'm pitching Throne of Glass right now. Have you started it yet, babe? And so, Rinny, you have to do the tandem. I will send a link in the Discord server of, there's a PDF. It has every single chapter that you read in order. Kayla, yes, it's hard, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it. I cannot even begin to like cope. We gotta go over to the vineyard. This morning, Purple Days. So I usually stream at night. That being said, I was traveling back from Denver yesterday, and so I was totally. You're doing great, sweetie. I was so beat because I ended up taking a 8 a.m. flight, and the airport in Denver is about an hour away from where my hotel was. And so I had to wake up at 3:45. I didn't do that tandem read in Tower of Dawn. Felt like it dragged. Yup. When I read it the first time and you like go back in time and you start following that other group, I was like, it was devastating. And so Purple Days, I ended up just basically let myself have the most like chill sleep in today. And granted, sleeping in was until 4 a.m. for me, but I was having like a lazy day, if you know what I mean. Like I woke up, I journaled, I made some coffees, I read my book for an hour, I played some Zelda. So I had kind of like a chilled out morning. But there is a chance that I do an early stream tomorrow because I don't like having activities on Sunday night. So I may end up trying to do a stream tomorrow morning so that I can kind of like wake up with everybody, hang out with everybody, and then be a lazy POS. Spirit friend gives starfruit. Yeah, 200 of them. Oh, Luca, thank you. I actually don't. So for like the animals and stuff, I'm very weird about it. I'm like obsessed with keeping like the original vibe of the game, and I don't know why. So I'll use like recolors, and then I will retexture some of the buildings, but I like don't change too much about the game aesthetically. I think it's like a pendulum, right? Like when I first started modding, I wanted to mod everything. It was like add every fruit, add every vegetable, add new recipes, change the animals, do this, do new outfits. It was like, you know, add 7,000 things. And now I feel like the pendulum has swung back in the other direction for me, where I'm like trying to be a little bit more original. I don't know. It'll go both ways for me. At some point in time, I'll probably be like mod and make everything look like a llama. Anya, I am not afraid of flying. I think I took around 40 flights last year. I am very comfortable in the air. I am not afraid of it at all. I actually have a blast. I was on the flight on the way back from Denver, and I was writing because my flight got upgraded, which was really, really nice. Don't get me wrong, I was very thankful. But I always choose a window seat if I'm the one that's allowed to choose. And I got upgraded into an aisle seat, which, again, not complaining whatsoever. Very grateful that I got upgraded. Whatever. But the guy next to me kept his window down for the entire flight. And I was doing like my daily journaling, and I started writing about how grateful I am for the fact that like we're some of like the first generations that can like be above the clouds. Like that view is so insanely beautiful and stunning. And I was like, how can you want to sit here and just stare at your laptop and not go sit and stare out the window? How can you not want the window open? My ass sits like this the whole time. I'm just sitting there staring out that damn window. I don't think it's up your valley. That's a funny way to say that. I like it. See, I think that like the aisle is good if it's a long flight and you want to like get up and go use the bathroom and stuff. But I will just dehydrate myself to the point of like literally no return so that I don't have to get up. And I love that damn window. But I will say the reason that I like the window so much, yes, I love the view, but my ex-boyfriend for 9 years took the window seat every freaking time. And I loved the window. And so now it's like basically almost like a middle finger in a way that I'm like, I will. Luca, yes, we were together for 9 years, and then he cheated on me with my best friend while I was sleeping in the other room. So, that one was a quick no more. The guy on my Instagram. Anya, which maybe in the past, oh yes, I was asleep and they were in my office, my home office. He wouldn't be like a recent photo, Anya. It would be like old photos. Cause I'm not trying to like, I didn't go through and like delete every photo with the two of us or anything like that. Like I don't care enough to do that kind of stuff. Ty guy, what's up? And no, we are not in contact anymore to that extent. Don't worry. I am still friends with the husband, though. Which is a wild ride. But both of us were on like the suffered end of that, so. It was, yeah, like Luca, it was so insane. Hi, Queen. Sarah, how are you? Have you recovered from your 24-hour stream? I agree, Lex. Thank you so much. I have been thinking so much about, like, you know, the new year. Everybody, like, thinks about, like, you know, goals and reflects and all that kind of thing. And I have just been thinking about how grateful I am for, like, how things turned out and how happy I am that I don't have some dusty boy to take care of anymore. And that my condo is like the ultimate girl condo with all of my favorite things. And I get to stream and I get to play games and I get to go do whatever I want to go do and eat whatever I want to eat and sleep when I want to sleep and travel when I want to travel. Oh God, I'm so lucky. Should have pulled an Uno reverse. Can you imagine? You totally have, but it took a couple days. Girl, I bet it did. I don't think that I would have recovered from that for like a week. So impressed that you managed to do that, honestly. What am I delivering to Alex? What does he want? A red snapper? Do I have any? I guess so. Let's bring it to Alex. He's our friend. Anya, I promise, like, here's the thing. It's not, like, the most beautiful women in the world get cheated on. The nicest women in the world get cheated on. Like, it truly has nothing to do with, like, your appearance. It doesn't even honestly have to do with your personality. All it has to do with is an insecure man. Or a woman. Like, if you're dating a woman, then, like, yeah. Like, people cheat because of how they feel about themselves, not because of how they feel about you. And I will scream that from the rooftops. I know it had no reflection on me. Someone that's addicted to adrenaline or doesn't have a purpose or knows that you're too good for them will always find a way to sabotage. That's exactly what they'll do. It's just because, like, I know like, think about you yourself. Like, what would it take for you to cheat on someone? If you are not a cheater, there is nothing that that person could do to you that would make you cheat on them. You would either break up with them, talk with them about it, or you just would work through it. The only way you cheat is if you have the morals of a cheater. It's not because of the other person. Like, there's nothing that could have changed my personality to have made me that way. Like, when Adriana Lima gets cheated on, you know that's just not about looks. Jasmine, what's up? Lex, not cheating is literally the easiest thing in the world to do. Correct. It is so crazy to me. It's just like, it's such an option. You know what I mean? Like, it is such a thing that you do not have to do. Summer crops, we've got enough of those. I think I've got enough of those. I don't think I need any more. And also, you guys would be proud of me. I deleted all of my dating apps. I have decided I will no longer be participating in the girl catalog. Do I have any other cutscenes? I heard this Reddit story where a guy set up this girl to make a fight by eating all the Thanksgiving turkey at Thanksgiving, and it was so he could have a reason to end the relationship because he was cheating. Men are just, like, people that do that kind of stuff are just so crazy to me. Not cheating is the bare minimum standard. Yes. My teacher told me that if I do the same thing that they did to me, I don't go to their level. I'm worse. And I was like, yeah, ma'am, that's the point. It's true. Yeah. So here's my theory is that I never I'm very anti. So I know I explained that I was with this guy for 9 years. Like, we lived together. We had 2 houses that we kind of like occupied together. Like, we had a whole ass life together. I never yelled at him. I didn't do anything. I moved myself into the spare room and then moved out a week and a half later, and then we never spoke again. And like, to me, I don't need to tell him what he did was wrong. He knows what he did is wrong. There's nothing that I can say that's going to change his perspective. That's like, that would have been such a waste of my energy. I also didn't tell anybody what he did. I let him have to explain that. People said, what did he do? I said he was unfaithful. Left it at that. I didn't give the details. I didn't give nothing. Because karma is going to come for you so much worse than I ever could. And I cannot stress that enough. I would so much rather him have to look at me and think, holy shit, I actually walked away from someone that was so like had so much respect and carried herself with like a lot of grace. And I would rather do that 1,000 times, because if he could look at me and say, man, I really lucked out, that girl was freaking crazy. Nope, I'm not giving you that chance. You get to explain it. You figure it out. I just think that people will always damn themselves. Like, he has to live with what he did. I don't. I'm good. My life is great. And they do. That's what they want, Renee. Like, they want the reaction. Like, they're addicted to the adrenaline rush of those types of reactions. Which is why when somebody comes into the stream and they start talking about my lip filler, or wearing too much makeup or whatever, I'm like, babe, it's okay. You don't have to get lip filler if you don't like it. That's all right. No problem. It's like, what? If you are unhappy internally, you are going to do unhappy shit. I don't know a single happy person that goes around talking shit on people's TikToks or bothering people at school. The people that are mean to other people, they hate themselves and they're taking it out on you. Yeah, but Luca, when you're young, it's like you have to learn those lessons. You know what I mean? Like, you don't like wake up in the morning when you're young, like in high school or whatever, and like know these things. Like, these are things that come with time. Like, I'm an old lady, and that's why I know these things. I've done a lot of work to teach myself the way that I want to behave and how I want to be perceived and how, like, the standard that I want to hold myself to. And I have like read tons of books. I have done tons of journaling. Like, I've spent a lot of time developing me having like this code of conduct and this set of morals. And so I think that, you know, don't beat yourself up for things that you have done. All you can do is just change. She kept defending them, trying to convince me to forgive them. I don't like that. You don't have to forgive anybody. That's not mandatory. You just don't need to spend your time with them. Like, you don't need to give people a pass for mistreating you. But you also don't need to, you don't need to be worse than them, but you don't need to give them a pass. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. You're just like, you don't need that. You don't need that in your life. Let people behave the way they want to. And then you get to make your own decision about whether or not they stay in your life. And that is the easiest way to do it. All right, I already have one of those, so I think I'm just going to turn this into mayo. Yeah, start hanging out with other people and got new friends. I mean, that makes total sense, right? Like, you want to be around people that light you up, that you have fun with, that you want to spend your time with. Like, that there's no reason to, like, do anything else. I need to create a bunch I'm going to leave those for now. I need to create a bunch of kegs. And you know what, Luca? Like, that may also be the case for things like colleagues and stuff, too. Like, as you get older and you have coworkers, like, you may not want... What is making all of these damn noises? Do I not have casks yet? Why don't I have the thing to age wine yet? When do I get that? Crafting, final. Oh my god, I have to upgrade my farmhouse. Damn it. Man, I was over here thinking I was really... I did, Keith. We've got the greenhouse. And I have the second greenhouse for Grandpa's shed. But I apparently... Oh, Luca, thank you. I'm apparently slacking off because... I need another farmhouse upgrade. And I didn't think I was going to need that. So Luca, to get the greenhouse, you have to do the bundles at the community center. So there's like a certain room that you have to fill in all the bundles. Or you can be a trader and do the Jojo Mart. I have a hard rule against being friends with coworkers out of convenience. I understand that. My last ex-talking stage turned friend called me one night and told me he wanted to do stuff with me even though he had a girlfriend. I said no and he wasn't listening to my no and kept saying I might change my mind. I took the energy back from his being his friend. Smart. You've got to set rules. Absolutely. There's just like no... You have... The only person that you need to be accountable to is you. If you can sleep with yourself at night, that is the only thing that matters. And if you can't, then you have to change what you're doing. Corn. Oh, peppers. Need to get started on my laptop. I have it on my phone. Oh, Luca, you're going to love it when you get it on your laptop so you can play it with the mods. I barely unlocked the copper pickaxe, but it is a process. You just gotta take your time. 15. Okay, so we're good here. Okay. Okay, another 50K. We are slowly getting there. Pierre and Caroline and Robin and Demetrius invite you to join them in celebration of marriage of Sebastian and Abigail. Ceremony and reception will be held in town. Cute. Get her away from my man. Lip gloss moment. You've got it. We'll do the Dior one. Yay. Thank you, Rennie. I got mods that add geese, peafowl, quail, turkeys, and bantam chickens. Haley, we are playing with the Capitalist Dream Farm. It's a modded farm by Daisy Nico. And I agree with you. It is truly such a stunning farm. And it just tickles my little type A brain that everything is like in a straight line and organized. Lexi, thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate you doing that. Okay, they're on a tear with these truffle oils. What mod lets you take from other chests? Sammy, this is called Chests Anywhere. Are they all working? Yes, Haley, I promise you're gonna love this map. It is huge and it is just beautiful. Do you have any mods showing you how much time the items take? Yes. This mod here is called the UI Info Suite 2. How much income you reckon in the game, though? Honestly, not as much as I want. My current funds are 545,000 basically, and my total earnings are 2.5 mil. But like, I need some more money here because... Oh! We're gathered here today to celebrate the love between Sebastian and Abigail. Next mukbang. I do need to set that up, Renee. We have to think about what food to get. We may not be surprised, but I think I speak for us all when I say that we sure are happy for them. This is my great honor on this day, 17 of summer, to unite Sebastian and Abigail in the bonds of marriage. Sushi would be good, I think. I do really want some more sushi because we had a failed sushi mukbang. When the food took 5 hours to get delivered. Sebastian, Abigail. Dumplings. I did do that one time, but I can probably add those into the sushi. As the mayor of Pelican Town and regional bearer of the matrimonial seal, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. Aww. That was a beautiful ceremony. Congratulations to Sebastian and Abigail. Rennie, I cannot tell you how bad, like, I think you were there for the whole ordeal when I ordered that Greek restaurant literally 4 times before it showed up. Truly one of the worst experiences. Yes. I mean, I don't know how it's possible that it was that difficult for me to like just simply order one restaurant. Unreal. And I'm embarrassed to say that I actually ordered it. I ordered it again the other day. Actually, I ordered it yesterday. I ordered from the plane. I ordered it from my flight because I was like, look, I want this meal the moment that I get home. And so I ended up ordering it so that it was like pre-ordered and would be delivered when I got there. Fortunately, it all worked out for me. But man, I was real worried about it. Oh, we gotta get these ancient fruit. need to... I think we're going to plant the ancient fruit in the other greenhouse. And we're going to turn that into ancient fruit and wine. Oh, Cozy Casey, that's not creepy. That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you. Trust me, you would have to work a lot harder than that to be creepy over here because we get a lot of it. Actually, I want to sell those. I want to make money. Summer squash, we got you. Let's see if we can harvest anything from below. I sent the link to the bantam chickens in the server. Wait, Luca, I had bantam chickens like in real life. Like I grew up on a farm and my family had bantam chickens and they were so flippin' cute. It's actually why I don't eat chicken now as like a grown-up because I feel too guilty about it because I had pet chickens. And yes, this is a modded farm. So you're looking at the Capitalist Dream Farm, and it's a modded farm by the creator Daisy Nico. And you can download it if you're playing on PC or Mac on Nexus Mods. Oh, you don't eat chicken either. Okay, like low-key, I love that because like I feel like everybody eats chicken. Let's see if this baby has been born yet. 2 days. How are these days going by this slowly? And you own chickens IRL. See, like, so we had bantams and we had silkies. And they were just, oh, I didn't mean to kill you. That's so sad. That was a melon. They were so flippin' precious. Apparently, when a DoorDasher gets lots of tips, they change their base pay so they get paid less. Wait, Whimsy, I think it was either like a Reddit post or some type of thing that like was dropping all of that lore, and it really upset me that like they will suggest for the desperate drivers, they will suggest the people that accept things with like low fares, like low tips and stuff, they will suggest like worse, like lower tipping things to them. And then for the people that do it kind of like the ones that are like less likely to take a low tipping thing, they'll give all of the high tipped ones, like the people that do it just on occasion to basically like reward them. It really ticked me off to read that. It was like really depressing. RBDMX, thank you so much for the follow. Do I need anything in here? The answer to that is no. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Delatine. Can you do a farm tour? Yes, let me pause time though. Okay, we've got chickens up here. Oh, we got a new baby chick. I think this is another Nepo. I think this is another void chicken. No, it's not. Oh, we needed more brown chickens. That's why I did that. Okay, so we've got chicken coop up here. All of our goats live here. Right now I have all of my kegs sitting out here with big crop section and all my hops and stuff. Farm map is called Capitalist Dream Farm. H-Top, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Over here we got fish ponds. Down here I keep all of my little rabbits. Move out of my way though. What is that? Is that a tree? A random ass truffle. Okay. That's fine too. We've got cows over here. We've got pigs over here. And we've got sheep over here. These are tree farms down here. And I keep my ducks in this coop up here so that they can swim. Up here, I've got my shed where I keep all... I'm on year 2, Cozy. I keep my shed here with all of, like, my little items. Greenhouse over here. It's still in its infancy. This is not going to be a good... I do love that you love animals, Luca. It's great. Then... Oh my god, thank you. I'm so glad. Bye, Rennie. We'll see you soon. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow morning if I can wake myself up and get functional fast enough. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning. Then, if we come all the way down, we've got a little bit more going on down here, I think. Okay, so user 31, I am playing a modded farm map, which is why this looks much larger than anybody else's stuff. This is where I keep my dinosaurs in this coop down here. This is where all my flowers and my, like, bee hives are. Then I've got some more of these. Little dino, go back home. And that's pretty much it. This map is, like, massive, though, and I know that, which is why it's the capitalist dream farm. But speaking of, I do need to update. Pigs, get back in your little house. Oh, Jaden, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I want a massive farm because I love animals and want a lot of crops. Yeah, it's a lot of coops. That's how I felt too. I love a good chicken coop moment. I need to start planting ancient seeds though. So we are going to go over to Grandpa's shed. Jaden, thank you for the follow. Jaden, by the way, I do have a mod list. So if you happen to want like the list of like what I have got, you can grab that. It's on my Discord server or the coffee page, and both of them are linked in my bio for you. Capitalism dream farm, truly. Okay, we're gonna start here. User 31691746444937. Thank you for that follow. And Audrey, thank you for following as well. We're gonna just leave these here for now. I don't think I have any more seeds. But I do want to put... And Luca, with Stardew Expanded, you can also get a different coop, like one that's like extra large. Let me just warp up to Robin's and I'll show you. That actually add in other animals to the game as well. And so if I come in here and I talk with her. They have premium barns, which is a 16 barn dwelling animal. Comes in with auto petter, grabber, and heater. And that lets you have camels. And then this one lets you have geese, the premium coop. Whimsy, I just ate chili and I'm happy. Oh my god, chili sounds really good. It sounds delicious. All right, I think I hate doing this, but I think I've got to do I think I've got to upgrade my house. It's 100,000 G. We've just worked so hard for this. I guess I'm making that in like a day, so it's just delaying me a little bit. Luca, yes, you've got to. Angel, we are romancing Lance. Lance is, actually, he's up here right now. Let's go see him. He's my favorite. I love him very much. my husband in basically every single save file that I can possibly have him in. Do geese swim in the water? I'm actually not sure. Sandy, thank you so much for that follow. Here he is. Oh my god, he's so hot. You saved that dwarf, Bex. You're a bona fide hero. They told me everything. What do I have that I can gift you right now? Get away from me. Monster mushroom. Done. The arcane imprint is still fresh. You harbored this yourself. My brave, reckless love. I had no idea they were in prison in the caverns, forced to watch as their treasures were devoured by that terrible monster. If Lance didn't exist, who do you think would be your favorite? That's a great question. If Lance didn't exist, I would probably find a mod to cut Sebastian's hair and romance him. Or a mod that made Alex smarter and romance him. If neither of those were options, then I think I would probably just pick Alex because he's the hottest. And like, let's be honest, the husbands in this game aren't exactly like useful. And so at that point, it's just like whatever's the most aesthetically pleasing, I suppose. Three octopus? No. Luca, and Stardew Expanded adds so... Thank you so much for the follow, Sammy. Stardew Expanded adds so much content. And so be ready. Like, the map is going to change. You're going to have new characters. Like, there's a lot going on there. In a good way. Annabelle, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you, Diva. Juan Youngism, thank you so much for the follow as well. You guys are so sweet. I love emo hair Sebastian, but let's give it a little bit of a trim computer boy. That's how I feel. Like, there can be some, like, hot PC gamer boys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about that life. But, like, let's just trim it a tiny bit. Like, his cut is giving Karen right now. Like, the not good Karen vibes. And so I would love for him to just have, like, a little bit of a trim. Nothing serious, but just, like, slightly less Karen. There's so much new content as this modded. Yes, Sammy, I'm playing Stardew Expanded. And so there's quite a bit of new content in here with Stardew Expanded for sure. Okay. Juan Young, you need to download Stardew Expanded. And then there is a specific type of coop that you can purchase from Robin once you have Stardew Expanded. And that coop will let you have geese. Okay. Oh, I've had time frozen all of this time. Sorry. Let's see if we can get any cutscenes. Marnie's Ranch when Shane is there. Okay, let's try that then. I know, the poor animals are just sitting here. Lampara, thank you so much for the follow. How long have I been playing Stardew? For too many years. I have been playing this game probably since 2020. But this particular save file, we are in year 2. That farm is too organized. I wish there were no paths. Luca, look at the Frontier Farm. You might like that one more. Oh, my back. Aishin, you look unusually happy today. Look up, like, Google the map of that, Luca, and you may like that one. It's like a little bit more rustic feeling, and it pairs perfectly with Stardew Expanded. Like, you get additional space as the story develops throughout the game. So you have to give it some time, but you get a whole second section of the farm that's perfect for animals. So take a look at that one and see. I really loved the I loved Frontier Farm, but it was actually like slightly too like rustic-y looking for me in terms of like the shapes. What's the funniest name you've given an animal in Stardew? Oh man, we were on kind of like a tear with naming them things after like Stranger Things. So like our void chicken's name is Vecna. And then of course like all of the like animals that are named after like, you know, they're sad, like chicken tender and things like that. It's called the Frontier Farm. It is part of Stardew Expanded, and so it will be a save file. Like when you go to download the mods, there's going to be options for you to download different farm types. There's Grandpa's Farm, there's Frontier Farm, and then there's Immersive Farm 2 Remastered. I would take a look, like if you Google Frontier Farm map, that'll probably be the one that you will end up liking. I loved Grandpa's Farm. I would also highly recommend Grandpa's Farm. But I think for your sake, you will probably, like what you're describing, I think you will like, can you only have one greenhouse? You get two in Stardew Expanded. You get Grandpa's Shed, which you just saw me repair, and then you get your regular greenhouse. But don't forget, you also get Ginger Island. And Ginger Island, you can grow crops on year round. Thank God the mod takes Shane out of his sweatshirt. I know. I'm actually good without the greenhouses because I actually like struggle to fill them up because I mostly just end up filling them up with ancient seeds. Really, Luca, I just play this game like a dating simulator. These are real bunny jewel slippers. Should I marry Alex or Sebastian? Who do you think is cuter? I would say that Sebastian is probably the better husband. And also he loves like his little frog sanctuary. So I think I would probably choose him if you don't care about aesthetics. Is anybody else doing dry January that's on here with me? I have to say, going out for dinner when you're not drinking, it's a whole other ball game. It's so much less expensive. The other night I went out for like a massive dinner, had like fajitas, this big appetizer sampler. Whimsy, that's perfect. And my dinner out was $33. And like that's usually like 1 to 2 cocktails. What does Seb like except sashimi or frozen tears? I'll pull it up for you in 1 second. Whimsy, honestly, your health is probably paying off. That's a blessing in disguise. Aw, see, if we could give Sebastian Shane's haircut right now, that man would be hot fire flames. Yeah, right, Keith? It's like 10 bucks for a shot. It's so crazy. And I'll have like a cocktail. It'll be $25. I'm like, in what world do I live in? I haven't sleep has improved so much. True story. Okay, so Sebastian, things that he likes. Frogs, frozen tears, magic rock candy, pearl. Also, keep in mind, I am playing with Stardew Expanded, so there are some things on here that might not be in your save file unless you have that. Prismatic shard, a void egg, gold slime egg, golden goose egg, golden ocean flower, golden pumpkin, magic lamp, mega purple mushroom, obsidian, prismatic pop, pumpkin soup, a rabbit's foot. He has a lot of like very generic liked gifts. Like you can give him an app, like a lot of the normal things like carrots, cauliflower, coffee, cookies, corn, like things like that are easy for you to find. Earth crystal, that's pretty easy to find. Fire quartz, you can find that pretty easy. Maple syrup, once you start tapping trees. If I had unlimited money right now, I would adopt a cat so that we had a cute little cat running around. Okay, what else do we need? Junimo Woods. Okay, we're too late for that. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Marnie Shed. Okay. So Wonyoung, I use a item spawner for aesthetic items, and then I do have the CJB cheats menu installed, and so I can do things like have faster walk speed, I can pause time. I have not cheated adding in money, but I have done things like pause time. They produce goose eggs, Luca, and the camels produce wool, and so you can turn those. Angel, thank you for the heart puffs. So you can turn those into camel wool. I have different save files, though, where I have cheated, like where I'll just give myself unlimited money. And those are really fun. Cheese wheel, yes. I think that eventually you can get like golden goose eggs and stuff. There is a mod, Luca. I don't remember the name of it, but I think it's called like animal husbandry or something. And I want to say that it lets you turn your cows into like actual meat. Like you can kill them for meat instead of raising them for milk. Cheese now sells for higher price. Yes. Thank God. Okay, that was a good one to go to. Junimo Woods, Andy's house. Let's go to Andy's house. I think that's what it is, Luca, but basically it's a mod that makes it so that you can turn your animals into literal, like you can use your axe on them type of a thing. Mini forge. I guess let's do this. What did I get out of that again? Next new equipment slot for trinkets. I forgot about trinkets. Cute. I'm on year 2 right now. How much do I have left? All right. Year 11. I love that. Oh, wait. We need to go back to Andy's house. I'm over here. Are you going for perfection or anything, Wanya? Love that. Perfection is my favorite achievement. So you got there in litter of mine. That's an animal fair, like an animal kind of. That's so cute. Aww. Luca, you are going to have the best time. I recall the day Jerry figured out how to craft kegs. That was a heck of a party. I bet. Elizabeth was a nice lady too, sometimes invited me for tea and cookies. Also got here a picture of Stardust Farm. What is that farm? That's so cute. Tristan, thank you so much for that follow. And Juan Youngism, I chose the community center on this run. That being said, when you play with Stardew Expanded, there are some decent arguments. I hate saying this, but there are some decent arguments for JojaMart. Not regular Stardew. Regular Stardew, I think you are selling out your life. But you have to do it once for the achievement on Steam. Living with the animals. That's cute, Luca. I know, Keith. I know. Don't fight me too hard on it. But there are some, like... There are a couple... If you Google it, there are a couple Reddit posts. Pepper, thank you for that follow. There are a couple Reddit posts. And those Reddit posts... They do kind of explain some valid points. That's all I'll say. I don't think that Joja is cheating. I think that it's just a sellout way to go. So TikTok gives you like these like little goals to have for like your live every time you do it. And like their goals are absolutely crazy. It'll be like get 40,000 likes. I'm like, there are 3 people here. I'll be like, go live for 4 hours. Literally right now, it wants me to go live for 4 hours. I mean, I guess that's not out of the question. Like, that is something that I would do on occasion. But, like, that feels crazy to just assume that I'm going to sit here for 4 hours. Can you? Unfortunately, not when I stream at this hour because my ass is about to go read a book. I'll do one more day. I'll go for, like, 2.5 hours. Luca, I didn't see that, if that makes you feel any better. I don't think it pulled up for me. I only have, like, my chat portion showing. The rest of it I don't see. Jaden, I am reading, in true fashion, I'm reading 3 different books at the same time. So right now on Audible, my favorite author is Donna Tartt. I don't know if you've ever read The Secret History. My God, is that book a work of art? But I wanted to read another one of her books because I just love her writing so much. And so I'm reading The Goldfinch. I do not love it as much as I loved Secret History. I read Birthday Girl expecting it to be cute and cozy. What's that one about? And then by Juan Youngism. I just came from a stream and the tea was insane. Martin, what happened? Annabelle, I am going to end up marrying Lance. Okay, so I will say, Jaden, that I have liked it on an audio perspective. I think that I would have a more difficult time getting into it if I was actually like physically reading it. It's moving a bit slower for me and it's not as exciting. How many more hearts do I have with him? It's not as exciting to me as... Oh. He didn't like that. Oh, now he did. I'm confused. Okay, so don't give him beer anymore. Give him pizza. It's not moving as quickly for me, but I still love her writing, and so I am still very entertained by it, so don't get me wrong. I am very much still enjoying it. It's just not my favorite that I've ever read by her. Emily, thank you for the follow. And then the other book that I'm reading right now is called The Second Death of Locke, Locke. And that is a... Holly, thank you so much for the follow. The Second Death of Locke, and that is a more like typical romantasy book. And then I also just got started another one that I have in my book club, and that one is called The Factory. And it's supposed to be a very short book, and so I like literally am not going to be able to read it until like 2 days before book club because I just finished the book Piranesi, and that was a book club book, but I finished it so quickly. Hot Pot Hannah, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. So it I finished the book so quickly that like book club was like five weeks later. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. Luca, good luck. Because I didn't remember shit by the time that book club rolled around. I was like, well. Okay, what else? Is anything else left in here? Oh, we gotta put some fruit in here. Bonjour, how are you, non-binary? Or should I say ça va? I am okay. I'm gonna save these for now because I need to start aging the wine. Take a quick spin through, see if anything else is going on around here. We did not fill that in all the way clearly. I think we've done a pretty decent job of getting everything we needed to. Let's take a look at what we've got from a friendship standpoint and see. Like, I think that I should go bring these people gifts because Birthday Girl is a book about an older gentleman falling in love with his son's girlfriend. That's wild. I'm going to bring Gus an orange because that's his favorite gift. Do they end up getting together? Do they, like, you know, Hi, Mini Coochie Lana. How are you? Okay, the pub's a little empty tonight. Okay, she's maxed. Where is his friendship? I can't talk to him. Okay. 10 out of 10. I'm not planning to read it, Luca. I want to get into, this is weird, but I have just started to get into the genre, like the idea of reading. What do I have that she likes? I never talk to Penny. Diamond and Emerald. Okay, bougie. I want to start reading. Gamepad disconnected. Gamepad mode activated. I don't know what that means. Non-binary, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. I want to start reading. And Emily, thank you for following over on TikTok. I want to start reading medieval horror. That sounds like I didn't know that this was I did not know that medieval horror was even a genre. But it is. And I read a couple of like little, I don't know, like little pitches about some of those books, and I ended up saving them on TikTok because they look so interesting. And so I'm like very bought in. I think I just hate having this many hobbies. I'm reading, I'm studying French, which I do at least 30 minutes every single day. I try to read for an hour. I still go to the gym. I journal. I try to stream. I try to record YouTube content. I have a full-time job. I'm also in the process of painting. I'll show you my next painting. I haven't finished it yet, but we're working through it. So we're trying. And so it's like, I need a lot more time in my day. But Jaden, I don't have enough time. You know when you have like, there's like 7,000 books in my brain that I want to consume so badly. There was this TikTok that I saw the other day, and it was, it was like, it said me because I can't have every career, read every book, visit every country, learn every language, visit every cafe. And it was like some girl leaning up against a wall, and she was like falling over with like very sad, depressing music. Non-binary, we are on year 2. I do spawn in, so I know this looks really crazy for a year 2 farm, but I am spawning in aesthetic things, and so I did not use all of my own wood to create all of this. I am making it pretty on purpose, and so that is why it looks really nice, but we're still very humble because we are not cheating with monetary stuff. I need to start carrying around coffee to give to Harvey. Also, I said if they got together at the end of the chat, so we're up there. Oh, damn. At the end, they talked about what people would think of them, but they overcame it at the end, and love won. Wait, so the 2 of them. And medieval horror. I know, it sounds like a crazy genre, but like some girl posted actually, it may have been a guy. I don't remember. But somebody posted, and I saved it. And this thing says, medieval horror books so effing unsettling. I'm actually terrified of getting the Black Plague. And it's like, here's like a couple, like, let me just read a couple blurbs that they posted because I think that is so good. Set in 14th century plague-ridden France, this follows a friar and his ward who discover a town strangely untouched by the plague, but are plagued by supernatural evil. Then this one is the one that I really want to read. It's called The Starving Saints. 3 women in a castle encounter mysterious godlike visitors who offer miraculous relief but demand adoration. This leads the castle into hedonistic and cannibalistic madness. And like, look at how interesting the cover looks. Well, of course you can't really see. I think it sounds good. I want to read about that. Ooh, you're having a night snack. They're written in today's time, but the storyline plays out during medieval time. Yes, yes. No, your English is perfect. That's exactly what it is. It's an author from today writing about the medieval time frame. Okay, we made 52K. So I really want to... Stella Brain, thank you so much for the follow. So I really want to try that because I don't like horror TV show. I don't like horror as a genre to watch because I don't like filling my brain with those like gruesome sights. But I am very interested in this as potato juice. We love TVD. Thank you so much for that follow. Oh, we have hot. It's hot. My max energy. Luca, the mod that I'm using for the weather is called Weather Wonders. Oh, thank you guys. I just hit my follow goal over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Very sweet of you. Melon's got 2 days left. All right, these are all still growing. You guys, then I'm gonna go back down to like $0 real fast as soon as I have that. It's gonna be a tough day. How do you get your ducks to jump in the pond? Lauren, I just have their coop right next to the water. You need to have enough room for them to get out of their coop to jump in, but that's the only, like, I know that on some farm maps people struggle with it, but like over here you'll see mine. Non-binary, it will actually just keep going. Like, it will unfortunately like overwhelm the screen and just kind of like glitch out over it. So mine just jump in, Lauren. I don't know. Megan, happy Saturday to you too. How are you? Okay. Doesn't seem I've got anything going on in here. Played earlier and just started year 11. Okay, slay. Absolutely killing it. Have I put all of these? I'm like blanking on the days at this point. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna take these out. What I need to do is I really need to make a whole shed that's just full of kegs. And I also think I need to go down and check on my little dinosaur. The Frontier Farm looks so wild. I love it. Yes, yes, it really truly is. I think you'll really like it based on what you were describing that you were into. Spent the last winter in the Skull Cavern, got a ton of radioactive ore and made all the hoppers. Oh my god, good work. The radioactive ore is hard to get. That's like a tough, that's a tough challenge. I see there isn't too much space for crops, but I don't mind. Yeah. I honestly, I don't think it's too bad. Like, I think that you're going to be just fine. Especially because you like the animals more. Yes, non-binary. So you can, couple random ways to get them, but one of them is when you're in the mine, sometimes you'll have infested floors that will have dinosaurs on them. And when you kill the dinosaurs, once in a while, they will drop a dinosaur egg. And so they look like little baby lizards like this. They don't ever get any bigger than this. But I named it Littlefoot. Like, we have 1 day left on this dino egg. But when you get the dinosaur egg, you can hatch it in your coop. And you can grow little baby dinosaurs like this. Do they lay eggs? They do. They lay dinosaur eggs. They look like this. Like this dinosaur egg. Actually, I should do... Keith, I wasn't supposed to eat it. Well, you know you can. Totally acceptable. Yes, so Paige, what you can do is you can donate. I always say first one hatch, the rest, then you can donate one to the museum. Sherlock and me, thank you so much for the follow. Then you can donate one to the museum, and then I like to hatch them. I'm doing well. How are you? This is the second greenhouse, Luca, just in case you want to see what that is. This here, I can put casks so I can age wine. Captain Obvious, what's up? And then in here, I've got my ancient fruit, which I'm starting. I need to put a seed maker in here. Madeline, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you doing that. Why can't I get out? I've been no-lifing FO4. What's that? Can I ask Nicey which shader mod? Oh my god, yeah. Sherlock, you can ask me any question. If I wanted to play by myself in silence, that's what I would do. But I'm on here so that you guys can talk to me. Fallout 4. What does no-lifing mean? Sherlock, I am using Daisy Nico's Earthy Recolor. And then I also have a grass mod on here. And that grass mod is called it's called Flower Grass and Snow Fields. Need a bouquet for the next level. I need to give her a gift. She loves cucumbers. Okay, girl. Every time I watch your feed, I seriously consider working on my modded setup, but it's so slow. Megan, you can curate like a pretty decent modded setup that like hopefully would not totally screw you up. Vegetable medley, chocolate cake. She likes coffee. Let me just give her a coffee. Let's see if I can get in here with Harvey. It's such a good, I love the color. Okay, but Captain Obvious, I'm also no-lifing. January is the perfect time for a no-life life. I'm staying in. I'm not spending money. I'm not going out. I deleted dating apps. I am just chilling. And I have to tell you, I am maybe the happiest that I've ever been. Like, unreasonably happy. I'm painting, I'm reading, I'm journaling, I'm, like, playing my video games, I'm working out, I'm going for nice long walks. I mean, I feel like $1,000,000 flippin' bucks. I'm on top of all my chores. Like, I think that it's a good time. say, like, the money saving is amazing as it is. Pelican Beach, Harvey's Clinic. Well, Pierre's General Store. When does Alex ever go down to the beach, y'all? Never. Could someone bring me 30 pieces of wood? Yeah. Looks nice, and the game looks so yellow outside. That's why I'm asking. Oh, okay. So right now I have a mod on called Weather Wonders. And with Weather Wonders, you sometimes get different strange weather events. And right now we have a heat wave. And so the heat wave is what's making it look yellow like that. If you stick around for, you know, another 10 minutes or whatever the heck it takes for me to get through this day, you will see that it is not actually yellow. Unless, of course, oh, Robin's at my house. Unless, of course, I have another heat wave tomorrow. I love that he's just up here cranking a cig. Let's get one of his... Yes, that's why the game looks yellow right now. It's because the heat wave. You can kind of hear it. You know how, like, you guys probably recognize, like, the Stardew soundtrack, and you can hear on here that this is, like, not a normal song for the game at all. This is from the mod. They have some modded songs in the soundtrack. Eat thistle. No. No. What is he like? Butternut squash. Okay. Yes, Luca, this is the summit, which is like technically a perfection thing. But in Stardew Expanded, you can unlock this area in a different way. Oh, have a good time with your girlfriend. Enjoy dinner. We'll see you next time. Yeah. Stardew Expanded makes it so that you can actually access it. We have all of our friendships. Damn, I have, like, no energy. Gotta go talk to Robin, though. Nina, thank you so much for that follow. Oh, harvest gold vegetables. Whoops. I'm supposed to be, like, saving those, huh? Well, joke's on me. Because I haven't. Tara, what did you end up buying? Were they having a sale or were you just randomly there? What did I not get? I'll send you a haul. I'm slowly but surely redoing my whole closet. Okay, we'd love to see that. That sounds lovely. Okay, the goat cheese wheel sells for almost $2,000 now. Blue Violet. He is sneaky like that. My leg keeps shaking. I don't know why. Oh no, Luca. Jean specs. Wait, which brand of jeans were you getting, Tara? Because I'm on kind of like the hunt. I feel like I can never, I order, like I blind buy jeans a lot, and it's generally a mistake. We're gonna go to bed because they're expensive, but they fit like a glove. That's what I need. I need a pair of jeans that like actually, oh, we're poor. Only at 33,000. Yeah, send me the ones you got, Tara, because I'm super curious. Like, I feel like I was getting a lot of like a Goldie jeans, a lot of Mother denim, Citizens of Humanity. Those are kind of the ones that I tend to like default to. And sometimes they're great, but other times I feel like they don't fit me the way that I want them to. Okay, so now this is another weird weather event. Ooh, it's a dry lightning event. All right, we need to do... Damn it. I've got to see what I can save anything. Like, I only have 7 of these vegetables for this quest. Melon, 8 days. All right, let's see. We might be able to get some out of these. 5. Okay, maybe this corn will luck out. Oh, we're good. We'll just hand in those. We'll hand in the 30 of these. What else does it add that's farming oriented? It adds a couple new things like different trees, different like saps and things that you can get out of the trees. I don't really remember everything off the top of my head. It's pretty, I do have a TikTok video about what it adds, but it's mostly like new NPCs, some new farming stuff with like the new animals and things, new crops. It does add butter. It adds butter for sure. 7 hours, 8 hours, okay. So you can use the scythe to cut crops once you have the iridium scythe. And you can do that in regular. Butter in the base game, agreed. Oh, I need to start getting these things. Okay. Actually, I think I need to save some of that. We're good there. I need to add one of those. Mushrooms. I always like getting enough of the purple ones for some reason. Do I have enough wheat? Okay, there we go. Get rid of all of these. Turn them into stuff. I need to make some more. I also need to see what is going to make me the most money now between the cheese and the milk. I mean, the cheese and the butter. Because are all of those going? I guess so. There are some mods that do add in stuff for the kids, like let them kind of grow up a bit. I don't know if there are any that are like super robustly built out at this point in time, but I do think that there are some that are built out, like a decent bit. Yeah, Megan, so the butter is part of Stardew Expanded. Those jeans sound really great to her. All right, we need to do a little digging around in here. I need to make another. Let's make 3 of these. And then let's make one more butter machine. Oops. Okay. I've got to go turn that stuff in before I forget to do it. I gotta go bring this over to Pierce before I forget. Okay, that says a lot, Tara, if they were so comfortable that you would wear them to the airport. Because jeans are not comfortable. Oops. Hi, Ari. How are you? All right, you give her another amethyst. Are we close yet? Yeah, we are. Let me get him a coffee. Okay, Slay. Ten out of 10, beloved farmer. What do I need to give him? Extra butter on the toast. That actually sounds good. I might have some toast. guess I'll sell that. Where do I have these? Okay, there. Okay. Oh. Hello, Max. Today's hot. Flowers need more water than usual in this heat. Just watering away. Okay. Are you okay? Oh. It's Kent. I love him and I'm so glad he's finally home, but ever since he got back, he just hasn't been the same person. He never laughs anymore. He won't talk to me. He practically ignores Vincent and Sam. He hardly eats any food. We haven't had... Oh! He opened up a little about some of the horrors he experienced, the things he's seen, the friends he lost, what he went through when he was captured. Oh! Yesterday, Vincent was watching a cartoon and he accidentally pushed a button on the remote that made the TV go static. Kent immediately fell to the floor and put his hands over his head. Later, he told me that at the base, the TV screens would go static right before an alarm sounded. When they heard it, everyone knew they had to take cover. Nick, how are you? Aw, thank you. I love Stardew too. It's the best. Harvey gave him some medicine that should help with the symptoms of PTSD. And Nick, thank you for the follow. I can't tell if it's made a difference. He's hurting so much and I don't know how to help him back because I feel helpless. Kent needs you now more than ever. Yes, you're right. I need to be supportive for Kent. We're in this together and I need to do everything I can to help him. I'm sorry, Bex. I had all of that bottled up and I might have said too much. Girl, please. Thank you for listening to me. You, Olivia, and Caroline are my closest friends, and you're always there for me. I hope one day I can be there for you, too. Who would you marry? High Heels, are you playing modded or are you playing vanilla? I would probably personally choose either Harvey, Sebastian, or Alex. If you think Sebastian is hot, marry Sebastian. If you like a career man, marry Harvey. And if you just want someone that's straight hot but dumb, marry Alex. I guess I should have asked if you're marrying a boy or a girl, though. And Harvey has like a career, you know what I mean? Like he owns his own place, he's a doctor. He's easy to like level up your friendship with because he likes coffee. A career baddie, you know? Gravel path. Oh, thank you for the follow, High Heels. Harvey is my man. Yes, Big Nye. That's my man. Oh, good. We're getting some lightning strikes. Thank God. I need those battery packs. Okay. Okay, now I need to see when I'm selling all of this stuff, what sells for the most money. Okay, so the butter sells for $4.30. Cheese wheels. Goat cheese wheels, $8.65, $8.64, and $4.96. Okay. So the cheese wheels are lit again. We've got some lit cheese. Please, 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 please. Yeah, thank God. Sometimes when I put an ancient seed in here, it will like randomly decide that it's just going to come out as a mixed seed. I'm going to go plant this in my other greenhouse. Star Drop Saloon at 5 p.m. Yes. And the railroad at 9. We need 250,000 more. Dried fruits, the blueberries are high payout. That's good to know. I need to be doing more with like turning things into another item, and I'm not. It's like my biggest piece of advice, but I'm just like not doing it. Phoebe, I am playing on the Capitalist Dream Farm, which is a modded farm from Daisy Nico. Have you seen the game Grave Seasons? No, I don't. That name's not ringing a bell, Whimsy. Is that the game that like you're playing in the town, but somebody's actually a murderer and you have to solve the murder? Supposedly it will come out in the next couple of years. I'm really excited about that game. I didn't remember the name of it, but I've seen it pop up a few times, and it looks really genuinely good. I strongly dislike beer. It tastes like moldy bread to me. Well, girl, we don't want you drinking that. Go about your day with great haste. Tell me, how do you do it? That's like literally how I picture her talking. Foraging and making food. On the go. My, my. If you ever require a home-cooked meal, don't hesitate to drop by my residence. Sorry, Bax, I've had my hands full tonight. There's so many people. Yeah, girl. You gonna make that tip money? Lunar Horizon. Keith, she's perfect, right? Emily is a wonderful waitress. My favorite cocktail is the Rosette Nebula. I'm satisfied with my wine for tonight, though. I love her. She's like perfect. She's so beautiful. All right, let's buy. She likes salad. Let's give Shane a pizza, so it's a better gift for him. Yes, finally, this means we can get blue chickens. Give this diva her salad. Oh, we already had 8 hearts, damn it. Victor is going to like this. Oh, sorry. I don't care. Eight. Okay, we're already tight with him. Pam, she already likes that, so. All right. And the boys are back in town. Buddy Willie. Ew, Clint. Shane's already gotten his. Okay, I think everyone's gotten their drink. 2 follows away from my goal. Slay. We're getting there. She's a sugar mama. She truly is. Lance is over on Ginger Island. Let's go see if the raccoon needs anything. Because I know that... Oh, Penny, do you like beer? Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that. Here we go. Okay. Well, can you decide what you want? Okay. I guess let's go sell everything and then... How many more days for these? 5 more days. God damn. Okay. Okay, divas, I think I'm going to call it a night. Time for me to go read a book and have a little snack before bedtime. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun tonight. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow morning, I think. So, hopefully, see you guys tomorrow morning if anyone is feeling inspired to wake up early and have some coffee with me while we do some farming. So I hope everyone has a lovely evening. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Lady Cap, feel better, diva. We will see you guys soon. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Good night, Big Nine.